Hello, welcome back to FilmOrbit. Today I am going to tear apart the lazy tag slapped on Bengal Files propaganda. First, let's look at our audience taste. Animal ran for 3 hours 21 minutes, drenched in fictional gore and hyper-masculine violence. No one cared. It made nearly 900 crores because fantasy sells. सपनों में जीते रहेंगे, सच गया भाड़ में. But when Vivek Agnihotri makes films like Kashmir Files or Bengal Files, suddenly he becomes a mouth ka saudagar, accused of digging up graves, reviving old wounds, and dividing society. People even question the censor board. Are they sleeping? How do they allow such films? Funny, isn't it? When Animal, Marco, Kill, and dozens of senseless violent films flood screens, nobody cares about the impact on children or society. But show the truth of Kashmir Hindus, Partition Massacre, or Bengal's hidden history, बस कम्युनल हार्मोनी खतरे में पड़ जाता है. विवेक अग्निहोत्री की जान भी खतरे में आ जाती है. Hypocrisy at its best. This is not new. In 1973, Garam Hawa was attacked. In 1988, Tamas faced political backlash. But decades later, they are hailed as classics. Abroad, Holocaust films like Chandler's List, The Pianist, The Shah are taught, studied, and honored. So why is it that when Spielberg or Polanski tells a community's tragedy, it's world cinema, but when Indian filmmakers like Vivek Agnihotri expose our own past, risking his own life, it's propaganda? Because buried facts are dangerous. They threaten the neat lies written into our history books for 70 years, the lies of secularism manufactured by the Congress. Critics like Komal Nata and Tried and Refused Guy whine it drags, it's lengthy. 2 timelines in 1946 and present day are deliberate. The film makes you feel that nothing has changed in last 80 years. You keep asking, am I watching 1946 or 2020? That's exactly the point. But for our critics, 3 hours of Ranbir Kapoor's animalistic instincts are fine, uncomfortable truth. Suddenly, it's a problem. What many reviewers and so-called critics conveniently ignored is the way Bengal Files actually begin. The film doesn't open in 1946. It begins in today's West Bengal with haunting search for Geeta, abducted from Ma Bharati. This isn't just a plot, it's an allegory. Geeta embodies the safety, dignity, and truth of women in West Bengal today, in a state where violence against women is systematic and politically shielded. No wonder Mamata Banerjee and her gang rushed to oppose the film's release. The symbolism hits too close. The climax makes this metaphor devastatingly clear. Geeta is killed, her body is buried, just like Bengal's truths have been buried for decades under selective secularism and vote bank politics. The silence that closes the film isn't emptiness, it's an echo of justice denied, history erased. In short, Bengal Files is not only about the Partition of 1946, it's equally about the continuing burial of truth in independent India. And that is why the opposition is so fierce. The film mirrors what we see today. Back then, Jinnah declared, you worship 100 gods, we worship one Allah. Hindus, Muslims can never live alike.
Mr. Gandhi, Hindu, Muslim, एक नहीं है. आप वेदों को मानते हैं, हम कुरान को मानते हैं, आप लाखों भगवान को मानते हैं, हम सिर्फ अल्लाह को मानते हैं.
And today, the same fractures remain. We saw Razakars terrorize Hindus in Hyderabad in independent India. We saw Kashmir Pandits massacred and driven out in independent India. Even today, in places like Kairana, Hindus are forced to flee. Yet the so-called defenders of secularism stay silent. Nobody questions leader who divides society by appeasing Muslims for votes. Nobody questions illegal Rohingyas' influx quietly given Aadhaar and voter ID to tilt elections. But they to make a film that unmasked it? High propaganda. We even have MPs shouting Palestine Zindabad in parliament.
Jai Palestine, Takbir, Allahu Akbar.
But hesitate to say Bharat Mata ki Jai. That's the hypocrisy Bengal Files rips apart. And what could be more humiliating than celebrating a child born out of inter-religion marriage named Taimur in celebrity circles, glorifying the name of mass murderer while mocking those who expose real history? The film makes one thing chillingly clear: 20% can dominate silence, even massacre the if 80% stays divided. That's exactly how Congress and Gandhis kept India fractured in the name of secularism. And 20% asked for 15 minutes to tackle 80%. Look around Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh. Minorities vanished. In Kashmir, Hindus wiped out. If the 80% in India don't unite, the same fate awaits. The day our ratio slips from 80-20 to 60-40, India risks becoming the barren, broken land that Afghanistan is today. But say this aloud, you are branded as communal.
जब illegal immigrants 10% हो जाते हैं, तो ये वोट बैंक बन जाते हैं। 20% हो जाने पर ये अपने राइट्स की डिमांड करते हैं और 30% होते ही नई कंट्री की डिमांड करते हैं।
Hope FilmOrbit will not be branded as a communal channel. Coming to performances, Darshan Kumar carries the film with restraint and strength, his best till date. Hope Bollywood take note of his potential as an actor. Mithun Chakravarti roars with gravitas despite his character's chopped tongue. Pallavi Joshi is razor sharp. Anupam Kher as Gandhi, critics find him bad, but I tell you, extraordinary he is. At 77 in 1946, Gandhi was frail yet firm, and Kher embodies him with such precision he erases Ben Kingsley's image as Gandhi. Namoshi Chakravarti, Mithun Dada's son, gets the role of his life and he delivers with punch. Even side roles, Jinnah, Gopal Phata, Swasth Chatterjee as MLA Sardar Hussaini are lived, not performed. The final verdict, Bengal Files is not a propaganda, it is a cinema as historical resistance. It disturbs because it tells truths buried for decades. It's uncomfortable, brutal, unflinching, and that's why it matters. If children can watch Animal or Marco at home, they should also watch Bengal Files in school, not just as history, but as a mirror to recognize real heroes, not invaders glorified as kings, to choose unity, not appeasement. Bengal Files should help 140 crores to choose their real heroes. If they fail, 1946 can certainly be repeated. The government should make this film tax-free and ensure it reaches every classroom, because history repeated in silence only breeds new tragedies. Final word from FilmOrbit. So, to all my viewers, don't let hashtags and critics think for you. Don't parrot labels like propaganda. Go watch Bengal Files. Sit through its brutality, feel its weight, and then decide. This is FilmOrbit. We don't orbit around propaganda, we orbit around truth. Drop your thoughts in the comment sections. Do you agree, disagree, or have your own take? Subscribe if you want raw, unfiltered reviews that don't duck the hard stuff. Until next time, this is FilmOrbit signing off. Take care, and remember, truth may disturb, but it also liberates. Take care.